What's up, guys? Welcome back to Latin Chopsticks. Thank you so much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Guys, today we are in Georgetown. We're still kind of doing the whole little trip in Washington, D.C., Maryland, Virginia. But today we decided to stop at another place that was really recommended, which is a French bakery. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the name, but I am going to show you right here. We ended up getting a ton of different things because I wanted to have varieties on this video. And we ended up getting ourselves, it's Christophe. That's what everybody calls it. My cousin just whispered it to me. But basically they sell like a whole bunch of different like breakfast items. They sell a whole bunch of little snacks and French treats and bakery items. They also sell a whole bunch of different like tarts and things like that. We ended up getting a chocolate tart, a lemon tart for him. We ended up getting chocolate croissants. We also ended up getting like a coffee that I'm about to try in a couple minutes, but we're gonna slowly dive into this, try each individual item, at least a spoonful just to see. And of course, we ended up getting some breakfast items like avocado toast, as well as I believe a ham and cheese croissant for my wife. So let's dig into it. All right, guys, so we got the first item here, and this is a chocolate croissant. I know it has its own name. I think it's brioche, like brioche with chocolate or chocolates or something like that, but I'm not even gonna try to pronounce those because I don't think I can. But I mean, you guys gotta check this out. I mean, guys, take a look at this. It has a beautiful golden brown color. It's nice and soft to the touch, but it still feels very airy. And the inside has the chocolate. You can kind of see some of it seeping through there. I'm about to take my first bite, try to see. Hopefully it's not all bread, but let's see how good this is. All right, guys, time to dig in. Oh, that's way better than Starbucks. The bread itself, you can see all the air. It doesn't look like there's much chocolate because I took a pretty big bite, but it's just enough of the amount of dark chocolate to have that kind of bitter flavor to go with that delicious buttery croissant. You have the golden flakes, you have all the air bubbles on the inside. You're able to kind of squish it down, and when you take that bite, it's just heaven in your mouth, guys. This is delicious. Even if you don't get any of the chocolate, you get that buttery, flaky goodness on the outside. It's a masterpiece. All right, guys, the next thing we're gonna try is the ham and cheese croissant. This looks really, really good as well. It was sitting in the display, kind of like how the Starbucks does it, but I'm telling you guys, these are cooked every morning, made nice and fresh. There's constantly new ones coming out, and this place is so packed that it's just, you're constantly getting new items out. So they're all most likely within 30 minutes of it being out after being made. But let's go ahead and try this. This looks really good with all that melted cheese on top. All right, guys, let's go ahead and take a bite here. It's delicious, flaky. If you thought the chocolate croissant was buttery, this is an explosion of butter. You get that slight saltiness from the cheese and the ham. Kind of helps cut through the fat of the butter itself. You get the flaky goodness and just a delicious flavor of croissant. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh my god. It is amazing. All right, guys, we're gonna we open the next one. This is the opera. It's a little slice of cake, and it looks like it's made with dark chocolate, topped off with very slight like a gold leaf. So you guys gotta take a look at this. All right, guys, so if you take a look at this, look at that. I mean, first of all, it's sealed. It's nice and cold. They seal it with like some tape here that I took out. It says La vie est belle, just enjoy and eat. Basically saying that the life is beautiful. Now, I am gonna go ahead and get a piece of this. This looks a lot better. This was actually my wife's, but let's take a look at that. I haven't even tried it yet, and I could already tell this is delicious. Especially with the density of the cake itself, you could tell that it's like nice and moist. Let's go ahead and try this out. All right, guys, let's go ahead and do this one.
15 weeks and 1 year.
Oh my gosh, it tastes really, really good. And the dark chocolate.
These are ours now.
Delicious.
We'll be best friends.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna leave that gold for my wife.
Yeah,
All right, guys, perfect. So now we get to try the creme brulee. Now, I saw this on the display, and they had just put them out because they weren't there. They put them out, or they started putting them out as I went in. Let's go ahead and try this. You can kind of look and see that delicious, like fire braised sugar that's on top. Let's go ahead and see if I can crack this. Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh, that looks amazing. I cannot wait to try this out. There's not much to say about this, guys. You just have to try it. Let's go ahead and dig in. All right, let's see this here.
Absolutely, please.
Who are these guys?
avocado. Yes, golden.
So creamy.
Hey Fiona, say hi.
It's absolutely perfect, guys. I'm telling you. It tastes delicious. And the atmosphere here is amazing. You have people constantly walking by. I didn't get to show you guys, and I promise I'll show you before the end of this video.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
The two dogs that we have with us, they're two golden doodles. They're absolutely full of love, and everybody wants to pet them and stop by. And they're just the sweetest dogs like that you will ever meet. But this creme brulee, oh my goodness gracious. The sugar, very sweet, very slightly bitter because of the fire. It's almost caramelized. And then you get that delicious creaminess from the inside, from the filling. It's the perfect balance, guys. This place is really, really, really good. Okay, guys, perfect. We're gonna go to our next item, which is avocado toast. It looks like it has very thinly sliced salmon as well as avocado. You have, it looks like under it you have like a pureed avocado, and then you have slices or a little bit of pieces of tomato put on top on this amazing looking baguette. You gotta take a look at this. All right, guys, let's go ahead and check this out. I'm gonna go ahead and, it's a very nice thick piece of toast, so I don't have to worry about it breaking apart. But I mean, just take a look at that. I mean, that looks amazing. The bread itself is nice and charred, it's hard, but you can tell the inside's very soft just from the way I'm touching it on the bottom. But let's go ahead and try this out. Oh my gosh, there's just an explosion of flavors going in my mouth right now, but let's go ahead and try just a bite of this. Oh my god. Guys, that bread is amazing. You get that smoky flavor from the salmon. You get a little bit of salt from like the pureed avocado. They put a slight like hint of lemon on it. And you get the actual creaminess of the avocado and the crunchy and toastiness of the bread. And then you have like that fishiness aftertaste of salmon. But it goes well, really, 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 really good together. Oh my god. I don't think the mic does it justice because I don't think it can capture it since I haven't been able to upgrade the mic from the GoPro yet. But the crispiness of when you bite down and it literally just dissipates right after. Amazing. All right, guys, finally, so we have two desserts left. I'm only gonna try one of them because I am completely stuffed, and the rest, or at least the last one, we'll try later. But the one that I want to try now is that chocolate tart, just because that's the first thing that kind of caught my attention because of how perfectly and reflective the chocolate was on top. So let's take a look at this. So if you guys can see, I mean, that is literally, you can see a reflection of the building in front of me. That did slightly touch one of the sides of the boxes when they were putting it in. But I want to go ahead and try this chocolate tart. Oh my gosh. Let's go ahead and just, ooh, look at that chocolate mousse on the inside. So we're going to go ahead and try this piece out. That cookie crumbled so perfectly nice and soft. Let's go ahead and try this out. All right, guys, bottoms up. The balance of bitterness from the dark chocolate, the sweetness from the chocolate mousse, and the delicious crumble from the cookie bottom add such good texture when you're chewing it and eating it, because it kind of cuts through that bitterness ever so slightly. But if you're a fan of dark chocolate, definitely when you come here, make sure you get yourself the chocolate tart because it is delicious. Just trying that and looking at the lemon tart actually has like lime shavings on top, so I can guarantee you that it's delicious as well. However, there's other stops we're gonna do today, so I'm gonna go ahead and put all this stuff away. The only thing we're gonna finish is like the actual food that my wife ordered. But guys, definitely 100%, I recommend coming and visiting this place. This is somewhere that I do want to come back. Next time I come back to DC, I want to see if my cousin can bring us back here, because this was absolutely amazing, absolutely delicious. With that said, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Like I said, all these new videos are going to be a little bit different just because we're doing it from the GoPro, because it's a lot easier to carry while we're traveling. And I kind of want to get used to us doing that with the GoPro when we're out and about, because we want to make sure that it's easy to kind of set up your camera and things like that. So with that said, thank you again. I can never say it enough. I'll see you guys next Sunday, but until then, let's just